Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn about Suggestopedia. Suggestopedia is otherwise known as Suggestopedia. It was founded in the 1970s by Georgy Lazanoff. Lazanoff said that the human brain could process more material if given the right condition for learning, which meant a state of relaxation. Relaxation often happens when there's music. Music is central to Suggestopedia. When learning music, students can relax, and Lazanoff claims they can learn more words. Typically, 200 to 240 new words can be introduced. In Suggestopedia, the students would be greeted by the teacher, they would receive handouts from the teacher, and the teacher would do some direct teaching of vocabulary and grammar. Then, the teacher would be prepared to read the text. Before she reads the text, she would turn on the music and read the text along with the music. The students would follow along with the voice of the teacher. The students could also read the translation of the text in their L1 if that's necessary. After the teacher reads, then the students would stand up and repeat after the teacher, joining their voices to the music. After the musical session, the lesson would pause and there would be silence. Then again, the music would be heard. The teacher again would read the text. The students would close their books or handouts and listen to the teacher reading. Then the teacher would ask several questions in English about the text. The students would be required to repeat in English after the teacher. In Suggestopedia, there's no formal test. Evaluation is conducted based solely on the student's normal performance in class. So the students would be required to perform, that is, to read along with the music. Now, what do you think? Is Suggestopedia a method that you could use with your students? Why or why not? Think about the mode of relaxation, music. Students could also sit on the floor, they could sit on beanie bags or comfortable chairs. What are the pros and the cons to Suggestopedia? Try to make a list in your notebook as you're watching along. Are there strengths and weaknesses to this method? Now, this is your mission. Let's take a look at the sample lesson on Suggestopedia on the next slide. How might you use this in your class? The target of the lesson is prepositions. So, as we take a look at the lesson, think about how you might use it. Here is the lesson, and I'll just read the first two sentences for you. Again, the lesson target is prepositions. Once upon a time, there was a young man who was addicted to chocolate. He ate it for breakfast in the morning, at lunch, and dinner. It seemed that he was never tired of eating it. Chocolate with cornflakes, chocolate on toast, chocolate and beer. He even boasted of eating chocolate and steak. So, would Suggestopedia work? Let's take a look at this video, if we can get it to play, and we can see an example of a teacher who is using Suggestopedia. If the video doesn't play within a moment or two, I'll provide you later with a link where you can go back and watch the video later. In this method, I'll go ahead and tell you, the teacher is reading a story to the students, and she's using Suggestopedia. So in the next part of the video, while it's buffering, the teacher is going to read The Three Little Pigs. Notice how she will use some music as she reads along.